guys, so today we've got a very important hashtag life with Munch. Today we are going to be looking through my GCSE results. Now obviously I've already opened these. It's about 3 days after results day that I'm filming this. I've already opened them and I am very happy with them. They are much better than I was expecting. So originally I was not going to make a video. I was like, if they're going to be like awful, there is no way in hell I'm making a video on this. But they turned out to be like, they weren't great. They weren't like 12 A stars, but they were like way better than I was expecting. So I thought I'm going to share this with you guys. So basically inside this envelope they gave you like 812 pieces of paper, not joking you, and also when you actually opened the results they gave you like loads of writing. Like, I'm not being funny, there was like so many different marks. I had no idea what was what. So it took me a minute when I was opening them just to like get my bearings. Also on results day I didn't open mine in the hall. I kept mine, everybody was opening theirs and I was like, I'm not opening it here. So basically I waited till I left my friends and was like walking up the hill to go back to the car where my mum was sat. Then I opened them, so I knew them before I saw my mum, but I didn't want to open them in front of anybody because I'm literally like, I don't know, I just like, I thought if I'm gonna have like a meltdown, I want to have a private meltdown. Like, I don't want to be having a meltdown in the middle of the school hall. Okay, so I'm basically gonna go through these, just say what I got and then explain just like a bit whether I deserved that and I did a lot of revision or whether I did not and I hardly did any. So first up on my results was business studies. Now if you've been chilling around here on Thinkmunch for a while, you will know that I detest business studies. I literally hated it. I think I've said that like so many times in Vlogmas.
Fucking bullshit!
So although I did hate it, I did actually do some work because that was just because the teacher, she was really strict and literally if you breathed too heavy she would like literally shoot you. Now because it's a BTEC, it's marked fail, pass, merit, distinction. Now I was expected to fail, maybe get a pass at most, because in like, you know, you get like progress checks. Well, every single progress check it said fail, 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 fail. Well, the teacher must have been having a brilliant day when she marked mine because I got a distinction. Like, how the Flying Dutchman, like, I got a fucking distinction. Like, I tried not to swear then by saying the fucking Flying Dutchman, but then I just started swearing because I got a distinction. I don't know how this happened. What? So next up is maths. In maths I took intermediate, which means you can go from like a B to a U, but you can get no higher than a B. So basically in November I did take my maths, but I failed it and I got a D. So then I retook it and I got a B. Like, I'd been having a maths tutor called Brian and stuff, and like I knew that it was kind of going to help, but like I was expecting to get a C if I was very lucky. But I got a B. That's like the highest grade you can get, and like I just cannot believe that I got a B. When I was opening that I was thinking, please don't be a D. Like, if it's a C I'll like count my blessings, be like, thank you Jesus. But it was a B and I couldn't believe it. I literally almost screamed when I was walking up the hill. I was like, oh my god, I got a B. The next one kind of brought me down a little bit. The next one is English language and English literature. So in English language I got a D, and that is not good at all. Like, I was expecting to get higher than that, so that one I was a little bit disappointed with. But then English literature I got a C, and I was quite happy with that because I didn't revise at all for English literature. I literally just walked in there, bullshitted a load and then walked out. So for me to get a C with that I am quite happy, and as long as I got one English really it's fine. So next up is one that I was really worried about, but I had no reason to worry about it, and that was religious studies, and I got an A in that, which I'm very happy with. I want to take that for A level, but I thought if I get like a C or something there's no way I'm going to be able to take it, so I revised loads and loads and loads for that and I got an A, which I'm really happy with. And I was looking at the bottom they give you like your marks you had in the individual exams, and in the first exam I had an A star, I had 93, and then in the second exam I had a B, which brought it down to an A. But I can't believe I had an A star in the one exam. Like, that's amazing. But an A overall is really good. Obviously, like, I'm not like, oh my god, A, I wish I had an A star, obviously. Next one is the subject that I care about most, and that is ICT. I am the biggest computer nerd going. In ICT I'm like such a tryhard, and I got an A star in that, which I am very happy with because ICT, like, I've always ripped my ass off in that. Like, year 10 and year 11 I revised so much like for that. So I am very happy with that, to be honest, because I also want to take that for A level. So the next one I am so happy with. Next is computer science. Now there's a bit of a story behind computer science. Basically, it isn't a proper GCSE that was available when I was choosing my options. So I was kind of sad about that, but I was like, oh, it's okay, I'll do it at A-level. But a teacher, when I was in year 10, decided to start a course, and he knew a little bit about it, but he didn't really know that much. So we just spent the most of year 10 just after school, just like dicking about, like making stupid little programs that did nothing. But then come like year 11, there was another teacher who was like my favourite ICT teacher, and he had done like a course in uni, so he knew a bit about it. So he took over this, and then we actually started doing like proper GCSE work. But then it started out with 22 of us, it was 21 boys and then me, and we finished with 3 of us because like they didn't want to do the work. But this GCSE, we had like no scheduled lessons, it was just what we put in after school, and we were there a lot after school, like learning this. And the teacher said that he would be very happy if we got D's, he'd be like really happy if we got C's. And we got B's. Like, yes, like I know, like if I was like taking that as a normal GCSE, I'd probably want higher than a B, but like he was expecting us to get D's or C's at the very highest, and we got B's. Like, how amazing is that? Because we'd never done that subject before. And in like just under a year, we'd learned how to code, and we'd also done a GCSE after school, which I think is very impressive, to be honest. So I am going to go on and take computer science at A-level if I get in, obviously. So now we move on to sciences, and this is where it's like, choong! In biology, I had a D, and I was quite sad about that because biology is the one where I put like the most effort in, so I thought I was going to at least get a C. But it doesn't matter because next we got to chemistry, and I got a C in chemistry, which is good because I still got 1 science. And then we go to physics. Now I am like literally the biggest ball of shit at physics. Like I literally cannot even tell you, I am so shit at physics, it's ridiculous. But I got a D in physics. Now I know like a D is not good by like any measure, but I was expecting it to be like an E, so I am much happy. Like I'm happy that it was a D because I was expecting to see an E, possibly even an F. So now we move on to Welsh. I took Welsh as a full course because basically when people were choosing short courses, so you basically choose 2 short courses, but if there was no short course you wanted to do, you could choose 1 full course, and I chose my full course as Welsh because I quite enjoyed Welsh, to be honest. Apart from me having a nutty teacher, which I will do a story about in like a couple of years. I don't want to do it now because like I might get in trouble and stuff, but like she was nuts, and I wrote down all the stuff she's done, so like look out for that because it's going to be lit. Basically I worked really hard for Welsh. It's like in the oral speakings I was having like A stars and stuff, but then in the like exams I was having like C's, which is kind of like bringing my grade down. So I ended up with an overall B, which I'm still very happy with because I did put a lot of effort in, and I think maybe I should have got a little bit higher. Maybe I should have got like a little tiny bit higher than a B for the amount of work I put in. And now we move on to our last thing, which is the big shambles that is Welsh back. And if anybody who isn't in Wales, you probably won't know what Welsh back is. It stands for Welsh Baccalaureate, and it is the biggest load of fucking bullshit I have ever dealt with in my whole life. Basically, my year was the first year of doing like the new scheme, I think it was. So nobody, like no teachers knew what the fuck they were doing. So basically Welsh back turned into a shambles because we had a teacher who for 1 module of our whole thing, which was 15%, he didn't teach us a thing. Like it wasn't just my class he did it to, he did it to a couple of classes, and he did not teach us a single thing. So I didn't hand in like a single piece of work for that because I didn't teach it to myself. So I'd automatically like failed that module. But then there were others. There was like enterprise and community challenge, which I think I did okay on. But then the one that was like 50% of your grade was the personal investigation, and you could do that on whatever you wanted. So I did mine on what was it? I can't even remember what it was. I can't even remember. Oh, I remember what I did mine on. I did mine on was the large amount of content on YouTube causing ad revenue to fall, and then I basically just like answered that question, and it was basically a load of bullshit, but I think I must have done okay on it because I got a pass 1. Now I don't know if a pass 1 is the best one and then a pass 3 is the worst, or if a pass 3 is the best one and then a pass 1 is the worst. But I don't know. But either way, I passed. Woo! Like either way I passed it, so I really don't give a shit. But one really annoying thing is that in Wales you're forced to take this at A-level as well as GCSE, so I'm gonna have to take this for another 2 years at just an even harder level. There's also a grade underneath that, which is a skills challenge, then a P star, but honestly I don't know what that means. So I don't know if that's another grade, or if that was a mistake, or if that was something I did and didn't realise I'd done it. I really don't know, to be honest. Okay, so those were my GCSE results, and some of you may be wondering what on earth I'm going to do next. I am hoping to go to 6th form. I think I've got enough grades to go to 6th form, but watch now as I get there and they're like, fuck off, we don't want you. I've got all A's and B's and things that I want to do for A-levels, so that should be fine. So yeah, for any of you who received GCSE results or A-level results this year, I hope yours were really good. I am very happy with mine, and I hope that you all are very happy with yours as well. If you enjoyed them, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you very, very soon with another video. Goodbye!